I don't know. It looks kind of dry.
Looks like dog food.
It looks kind of oaty.
I mean, how much longer do we have to wait for this guy?
Your video conference is about to begin.
Hello, Mr. Clooney. We called this teleconference to bring you up to speed on the marketing strategy for Beerios. Thank you for your time today. It's good to see you.
Well, thank you. It's good to see you.
Mr. Clooney, when we first got your preliminary perceptual maps, we agreed that Beerios was well positioned in regards to fiber, sodium, and fat. And of course, there's no other children's beer-flavored cereal on the market, and so that might be a good way to position Beerios. However, in our research and testing, we found it would be better to launch Beerios as an adult cereal. You do know the difference in segments, right?
Absolutely impossible to identify.
Well, actually, Mr. Clooney, that is the first step in the process. Through segmentation, we identify meaningfully different customer groups. We then select the segments we will serve and then focus upon the product dimensions that are most important to the customer.
Mr. Clooney, are you aware of how long we've been personally working on this Beerios project?
For about 2 years, 2.5 years.
3 years. And let me tell you what I learned. When we first embarked on the Beerios, we profiled the customer profile for kids' cereals at the Newport, Kentucky Kroger. For years, cereal makers have defined their target market in very broad demographic terms. Women with children. In households with kids at home, affluence is a decisioning factor. Mom's buying behavior is habitual if her children insist upon a certain cereal, or it's variety-seeking buying behavior if she perceives brand differences. Depending upon mom's psychographic variables or personality, values, attitudes, interests, or lifestyle traits, there are some moms who need to get to work and hurry out the door into her Hummer, so will buy pre-sweetened cereals that kids will enjoy without complaining. Or stay-at-home moms will only want the healthiest cereals with less sugar and more fiber, not putting makeup on before getting into her hybrid and taking her kids to the bus stop. There's more, but that's all I have to say.
You're not allowed then to build up this fortress around you of understanding.
Fine, I'll tell you the rest. Adults generally healthier for you with fruit and whole grains. Kids' cereals generally more sugar-filled and have toys or prizes inside. The packaging, adults smaller boxes, kids are larger family sizes. The labeling, adults generally more elegant labeled, kids generally colorful, fun, and eye-catching. Labels and designs usually contain movement and excitement. The branding, adults is pretty straightforward. Kids almost always have cartoon characters associated with them, which make it easier to remember in keeping the kids loyal to them. The arrangement on the shelves, adults are waist high in the upper shelves. Kids are lower shelves because they know the kids will see the cereal they want and will pressure their mom into buying it for them. By the way, in the beginning of the aisles, the more expensive all-organic cereals, Kroger's puts the cereals in order on the shelves from most popular to least popular. That makes it easier for moms that are in a hurry to find the cereal they want and the cereal they want for their kids.
And it still somehow doesn't click.
Perhaps I can add some additional information that will help clarify the kids' cereal market in the way of the ingredient product dimension, and you'll better understand why Beerios should not be marketed as kids' cereal. The kids' cereal with the most sugar is Fruit Loops and Apple Jacks at 12 grams per serving, according to the USDA National Nutrition Database for Standard Research. The kids' cereal with the most fiber is Fruit Loops, Corn Pops, Apple Jacks at 3 grams per serving. I calculated this to be the highest because they had the most above all other children's cereals by comparing the nutritional information on the cereal side panels. In the kids' cereal with the fewest calories, Kix, at 110 calories per serving, I went through all of the cereals at caloriecount.com. I have more information, but I'm not really sure it pertains to this.
Because then shut up.
Mr. Clooney, I understand that this change may be difficult to accept, but we also looked at pricing. The highest cost of kids' cereal was Lucky Charms. This was calculated not by price per box, but price of the cereal per ounce. Lucky Charms, when purchased in the 16-ounce box, was 33.1 cents per ounce. Lucky Charms was the only cereal to top the 30 cents per ounce mark. Similarly, in a 24-ounce box, the cost per ounce was 26.2 cents per ounce, while comparable brands were less than 25 cents per ounce. The number of adults to kids cereal was 104 to 44. We considered any cereal with marketing, graphics, or games that appeal to kids as kids cereal, while adult cereal mostly only showed the actual product and or its health benefits. That's a ratio of nearly 3 to 1.
Our focus groups have shown that Beerios is more suited for the adult cereal shelves.
Which I'm now fairly sure that that's probably right.
Okay, we thought you'd understand.
Right on. I'm ready for a beer. I mean Beerios.
Don't you have to go to breakfast with the American Cereal Council?
I don't have to sit down and eat with people that I despise.
That's right. You are George Clooney. You'll have to eat with anyone you don't want to.
Yeah, you could eat alone if you wanted to.
Well, I think we all learned a lot today. All of this research has given us a great insight.
Which is a great lesson.
Right. Thank you again for your time, Mr. Clooney.
Yeah, it was good to see you.
Well, thank you. It's good to see you.